We're not looking for an answer. We're looking to have them back. All the intelligence, all the information that we have is that they're still alive. Help us bring you back. We need you. Our only hope is Allah, is God. The time frame, yes, he went on the 26th, which was just a few days before Eid al-Fitr. 26th of August. He went to Libya, and on the 3rd, usually when he goes, he's always in contact with both my imam, Majlis al-Shi'i, and the Haraki. And those contacts were not made. Imam Sadr did not leave, and his companions, his friend, his brothers, did not leave the Libyan land. So he did not get on the airplane. And what had happened is that 2 people got dressed in their clothes. They did some kind of makeup. They changed the pictures on the passports, and they took them and they went through the Italian Fiumicino airport, and they went into the Holiday Inn. They took a couple of rooms. They paid for them full. The things that if you read and look, you would see that they do not make sense.
Yeah.
First of all, the writing of the names and things like that. Plus, these guys went into their rooms. They threw everything all over the place. The clothes that were in the papers that were there were mixed here and there. So it was an act of, intelligence.
Yeah.
That took care of this. And then, after 10 minutes, they came down and they were dressed in a different way and they left. So this is the story that Gaddafi said for 24 years, from 78 until 2002. In 2002, he, in the celebration in September, the 1st of September, he says, Moussa.Sadr is our friend. He is the leader of Muqawami in Lebanon and this and that. Yes, he came here and he got kidnapped. After 24 years of lying and saying that
he went to Italy,
he says these phrases. That's the point where we had to just, God give her strength. Sitrabab had the burden of following through with everything, going to places, going to countries, and going with the officials of Lebanon, like Majlis al-Shi'i, to investigate, to ask questions, and nothing came out of it. Lots of information was collected from that point on, but we, as a family, as a committee, as we want the Lebanese government to focus on, is to bring those who committed such an act to law, to court. Meaning there is a court and there are subpoenas in the names of, it started with 17 with Gaddafi, and then it turned into 27, those people that were involved or can at least testimony the events that took place at the time when they were taken. We would always focus on that. Bring the culprit first. Then after that, whoever says anything that is logical, that makes sense, we'll go after the rest of the people that they mention. We're not looking for an answer. We're looking to have them back. Inshallah, all the intelligence, all the information that we have is that they're still alive. Sayyid Musa is madloom from the beginning. And the people that are taking care of this case don't know what to do. Meaning, they have no, I don't know, they don't have the, let me go back. If any one of us or them or these people that are in charge were to be abducted, Sayyid Musa will not be sitting for 46 years. I'll give you an example. Imam Khomeini, God bless his soul, in 63, I think, was sent to jail in Iran, and there was a probability of him being executed. Sayyid Musa went all over the world. He went to the Vatican. He went to the European countries. He went to people who had influence on the Shah, except for America. And he pleaded. And the result was the Iranians sent him to the Turkish border, and they annihilated it. I mean, they sent him over there. From there, he was able to go to Iraq and stay in Iraq. I hate it when people talk like that. One thing that I don't like in people, especially the Lebanese, is the conversations they have. If we know the punishment for ghibe, for talking about people without knowledge, just transferring information without researching, just saying things, it's haram. There's our books that we read in, most our ulama, they have ibadat and they have mu'amalat. In mu'amalat, one of the most important lines is about speech, about what you say. They say, if you are not sure of what you're saying, don't say it. If you are sure of what you're saying, don't say it for the karami of that person. I don't know. I mean, this is why I get emotional. Because I know that our tongue, Imam Ali says that, our tongue is going to take us to hell. I don't think there's any slipperier slope than ghibe, than talking about others without knowledge. Every single one of them, whenever I hear anybody say anything about anyone, I say, do you know that for a fact? I don't like to sit there and listen to these conversations. I was 19. Still, I was just living one day at a time.
Okay.
And definitely it affected me in every way. I mean, as a student, I was not the best student. I was just going because that was what kept me busy. It wasn't until 83 that I came to the United States that I started focusing on trying to study. And it wasn't until 89 that I got into Lawrence Tech, and then I put my head together and I started studying wholly. What I knew about my father was not enough. So I started learning about what he was doing and what he stood for and what thoughts or what plans he had. I'm my leader now. Definitely I say Baba, because that's our own circle. But to go back to why, probably it's denial. And I'm very good at that. And it took me until just, like 10, 15, maybe 20 years ago, when I started getting really involved in the Sadr Foundation, and I started looking and reading and seeing things that Imam has said that made me start researching that and start taking it in, start let's say accepting it. But I still look at him as my leader. It makes me very proud. Sayyid Musa was in Lebanon for 18 years. I feel bad for not having him this 45 years, because I know it would have been another thing. I know. Help us bring you back. We need you.